Hello, I'm back. Okay, so I am back with another review for 911 Season 5, Episode 7, Ghost Stories. And guys, once again, I apologize because I actually thought I uploaded Episode 6 last week. Okay, so the episode started off, this man, he dialed 911 and he said, I think I'm buried alive or whatever. And so, May gets the call and they sending people out, so Bobby and the crew show up and they walk in this dark field or whatever, trying to find this man. It was weird. So finally, the man started busting through the coffin, casket, whatever you want to call it. Maybe Dracula just held the coffin. So he started, busting through the casket and the box or whatever. Okay. And, he started yelling. So Mary's like, yeah. And then she wanted them to kind of listen for him. And eventually Buck heard him. They run over. They dig the man out in time. Take him to the hospital to make sure he's okay. And so now they're trying to figure out what happened, right? So Kelly, which is Buck's girlfriend, and Luke, Lieutenant Luke, they both are. So Kelly goes to talk to the man because, it's strange. Like, you were buried alive, who did it or whatever. And so Luke was there to, ask them some questions about what happened, who did it, do you know who did it? Did you see who did it? Whatever. And so, so the man, when he found out she was a reporter or whatever, when he recognized who she was, he was like, come on in or whatever, because Luke was telling her to go. And so she started asking questions, and, he was like, my wife is on a cruise and in Alaska, there's no phone. I mean, he clammed all the way up, and I'm like, okay, something ain't right with that. Something is not right, okay? So Luke and Kelly both. So Luke and Kelly goes out, right? The reporter girl, they goes outside and they're talking. He put a guard at the door to keep her out. So he go back to the office, and, because it didn't sit well with him either. He was like, something ain't right about that. I'm sorry, guys. I ain't messing with her in a while, but I don't know. Anyway, so they both are thinking the opposite. They thinking the same. They coming up with the same plan, but opposite of who did it, right? So they find out because she's thinking the wife, he's thinking the wife, she's thinking the husband did it. When they put the facts together, they thinking each of the other one set the whole deal up in motion. So they go to the meet up at the motel, and there go the wife, right? And there go her boyfriend, her lover. And then coming up the street is him, is the guy. I can't think of what his name was. He got on a piece of uniform and whatever. I guess he was going to the motel to kill the wife and her lover. And actually what happened was they both, the man had wanted to kill the husband, who was buried alive, paid this man to kill his wife, right? For the insurance money. Okay, so the man actually went and met with his wife, and then, he was like, she's so beautiful, I cannot kill her. And then he informed her of what was going on, and went back and told the man he couldn't do it. Well, the hitman and his wife started dating. They started fooling around. Crazy. And so the wife decided to kill him and get the insurance money. So like I said, Kelly and Luke were both, they were on to something, but each had an outcome different, right? And he had told her, he was like, why are you always showing up? What are you doing? Why are you always showing up to these where I am? So Harry, it's like Harry is having um like when he's thinking about Jeffrey. Like Jeffrey's in his head. You know what I'm saying? And he's like he was at school and May went to pick him up and he saw a black car with a man sitting in the car and you know he thought it was Jeffrey because when he had a flashback, he had a flashback of when the man took him, put him in a car. It was a black car, So May was like, "Come on, you ready?" And he snapped at May, and the little boy's just going through some stuff, and he really just don't know. And so then they take him to the psychiatrist, and he was talking. He was like, "I see him when I'm awake. I see him when I'm awake." And he see him in little stuff. And so the psychiatrist, she was like, let's talk about it or whatever, because he's bottling everything in. He's not really talking about the incident, and he's thinking that's gonna help him. He's a kid, he don't know. He's thinking, not talking about it is better, but it wasn't. It's not. It's compounding the problem, making it worse. You have to deal with the issue head on, and the issue is, he feel like this man came into our home and took me, and all these grown people were there, and I'm the one got caught. I'm the one got kidnapped. I'm the one, was put through the trauma. I'm the one. With all these grown people here, I'm the one who he decided to take. And that's a lot for a little kid, And so, they show Chimney. He was in, I think, Montana. And he was talking on the phone to Henny, and he was saying, they were just talking or whatever. And because he's still looking for Maddie, still looking for her. So, he was going to park, and he was going into this place, and he heard this lady in distress, and he put his baby down and ran over to the lady, her son, or where her baby stopped breathing or something. Blood was coming out the baby's nose. Colorado. I don't know why I said Montana, but it may have been Montana. Okay. And so he goes and he do CPR, and the baby, is okay. And then the ambulance, somebody had already called 911, and they pull up. And so he starts telling the people what happened or whatever. And so the man was like, "Oh, you know your stuff, you must be," or whatever. And then they realized, then they knew each other, And so May and Michael was talking, and May was like, "Why don't we talk about what happened? It didn't just happen to Harry, it happened to all of us." And Mike was like, "I don't want to talk about it," And while they're discussing it, Harry's listening. And May was just saying, like, we should talk about it as a family. We should actually talk about it. Maybe it will help us all feel better. Harry, even though it happened to Harry, all of us experienced what happened, So, Micah, I don't know. Maybe that's where Harry's getting it from, just trying to bury stuff. Like, skating over is not going to help you. Sometimes you have to open your mouth and just listen, get it off your chest and listen, and you feel better, right? So, Eva calls Henrietta, and she want to meet her. And so I noticed, guys, like, as soon as they started talking, Henrietta became emotional. I mean, tears run down her face and everything. And I'm like, that one, Eva have Henry's heart. She do. She have a heart. Even though she's married to the other lady, Eva has her heart, because there is no way you're that emotional to someone who you're not connected to in a deep way. And so Eva was just telling her how she was leaving town, and because Eva's son, Henny have Eva's son, and she's raising it with her wife or whatever. And so she was just telling Henny she's leaving, and she just Henny was very emotional. I'm gonna say that she was very emotional, and I feel like Eva is the one. You know how like sometimes in life, guys, you get that one who steals your heart. You get that one who, I don't care how many relationships you go in after that one, number one will always have your heart. Like you can love people, you can love more than one person, but however, sometimes it be that one person that have your heart, right? Like have your whole heart. So you loving people, but you're not just giving them your all, because really your all was left with number one or number whatever. That one particular person you gave it all to. You gave your love, your trust, your understanding. You gave it all to them. And that's where your heart is. However, we can learn to love somebody else. We can learn that if that relationship is not working out, even though I gave you my everything, I can learn to love somebody else. However, I'm not loving them with the full intensity. I'm not loving them with the full with my everything as I did with this first person over here. So Eva is her person over there. She's married. She goes home and she actually tells her wife, and the wife get mad. Like she didn't even have to tell you, girl. She didn't have to mention anything to you about the Eva called her. It's like you threaten you. I don't know what her wife's name is, but she's threatened by her. She's threatened. Girl, stop that. Because everybody have exes. Unless you have never been in a relationship, everybody has a past. And you cannot hold me you cannot hold me what am I looking? You can't hold my past against me. You can't hold the fact that I have history with whoever. Like, that is not your place in my life right now. You cannot. Okay, if she was my once in a lifetime, she was my once in a lifetime, and there is nothing you can do about that. Absolutely nothing. So she goes, she was mad at Henny because she was like, you always say that, you think she's real, you think this and that, and that's why I can't trust you. Now, had Henny not came home and said nothing, and later you found out she had a whole conversation with Eva, then you would have been mad and ready to pack up the kids and go. But she came home and told you. She wants you to know, man. Like, I'm not there are no secrets between us. And for that, you still got mad. And had the nerve to go speak to Eva. She went and had a whole conversation with Eva. And, she was like, I'm mad. I'm jealous because, everything that I loved you, or something like that, is attached to you. Okay. And that's when I was looking at it, I was like, I would have been like, okay. Because what point are you making? Because the at the end of the day, my son is living in your house. My woman, or the love of my life, or whatever, is living and sleeping in the bed with you every night. So how dare you come over here and throw that in my face? See, it would have been a whole total different conversation with me. Y'all know I'm special. It would have been a whole different conversation with me. Like, you came all the way over here to tell me what, ma'am? Because truth be told, if she stay off of them drugs and get herself together, she probably could have Henny back. Truth be told. Because Henny is emotionally tied to Eva. That's what the wife is worried about. So after she talked to her and she tells her, whatever, now she want to go home and, she want to act like all is well. Girl, stop the madness. Because, and he accepted the apology and I don't want to be mad or whatever. No, you're not going to come at me like I shouldn't have a past. You have a past. Like, I don't like stuff like that, guys. I don't like when people try to act like you didn't know what love was until they met you. Well, like, what? You didn't know what a good woman was until they met you. You didn't know what a good man was until they met you. You didn't know, Baby, let me tell you something. I am however old today, but I'm saying in that situation, I am however old I was in that situation that day, right? So don't tell me I should know what cornbread tastes like. I know what cornbread tastes like, grits and oatmeal or whatever. I didn't just discover this because I met you. I didn't discover green beans and ham hocks because of you. I didn't discover hot wings and pizza because of you. I didn't discover what a nice, tall, 6'3", dark-skinned man was until I ran into you. Because there are millions of 6'3", tall, dark-skinned, handsome fellas in this world. I hate when people do that. Like, they act like you didn't discover anything until you met them. No, maybe I discovered foolery when I met you, okay? Or maybe I discovered what a liar was when I met you. But honey, what's in my past have no connection to you, nor will I act like my past don't exist because you feel some type of way about it. And men do that too, guys. Like, it ain't just a lesbian thing. Like, she just insecure. And you know why she insecure? Because she know Eva have Henny's heart. That's why she insecure. She know at any moment, if Eva do right, Eva probably could get her back. And that's the reality of it all. Because when you dealing with a person and really, if you deal with a man and that man is in love with somebody else, but since that situation over there didn't work, he's moving on. Yes, you need to realize that his heart, he's laying here in bed with you, but his heart is over there. And me personally, I don't know how long that would take. I don't know I don't know. Like, could you do that? Like, could you be in a relationship knowing that the person you're with, that someone else have their heart, or not maybe all their heart, but they have 90% of their heart? Can you be in a relationship with somebody like that? Like, can you? I don't know, because I feel like if all I got is 10% of your heart, right? That's a battle. That's a battle. And it has to be one that both people are prepared to fight. Because the person that's in love across town with somebody across town, and if he realized, okay, Sean, my heart is over here, but that situation is not gonna work out. But you are a great woman, and I wanna, first of all, to me that's a rebound. You didn't when a person is in a relationship with somebody else and it didn't work out. I don't want to be the next person you talk to, because that's the rebound. That's somebody that's going to just make them feel good or make the situation a little better or whatever, or just get them company. No. However, get some time under your belt to get some of this hurt in order to be able to breathe again, to be able to wake up and not feel a certain type of way again. Give yourself time to heal. And then, but humans don't do that because we need, we want to be with somebody. We want somebody to hold us, to make us, forget the pain. But you're not gonna forget the pain. That pain is what made you who you are. All they can do is love you through it. Okay, love you through it. And then you'll come out on the other side. But the thing of it is, you have the person who have feelings across town. You gotta want to come out on the other side. Like, you gotta say, you know what, this relationship is toxic. I have given it my all, and it's not given in return back. Right? I don't know how I got on that, but you gotta love yourself enough to know, hey, I don't want half of you because I'm not giving you half of me. And if your heart is across town, you need to work that out. I don't care how fine a woman is. I don't care how sexy a man is. If your heart is across town, baby, I'm going to need you to work that out. Because what I'm not going to do, I ain't the clean up woman. It's a lot of people out here, they clean. I'm not the clean up woman. And I don't want to be the rebound chick, because the rebound relationships never last, baby. I have anybody, y'all put it in my comments, have anybody been the rebound person and it lasted an extended period of time? Because really, you're just that, you're the person, you're the punching bag, not literally, but you're the punching bag, because, they can cry, kick, scream, yell, get it all out, ignore you, everything that they didn't do with that person, they're going to do it to you. Ignore you, do it all, all that crazy stuff. No. And then eventually you're going to be like, I don't really want a relationship with you. And it's because they hurt. You found somebody damaged. I think we're all damaged, but I'm just saying, you caught them when they're very vulnerable, just getting out of a relationship or whatever. I don't know how I got on this, but I'm just saying. And so with Eva, I just think the wife, Henny's wife, feels some type of way because she know Eva have Henny's heart. She knows she do. She knows she do. She ain't crazy. But blowing up at Henny is not, you can't get mad at Henny because her ex popped up and want to talk to her. They have history. I don't understand when people feel like you don't have history because they popped up in a picture. Our relationship didn't end bad. Sometimes people grow apart. And guess what? We can be, or maybe we realize we were better friends than lovers. So why should I act like I hate your guts? Because my man is insecure. Baby, you need to go get secure with yourself. Okay? You can't do nothing. You can't help me if you can't help you. Point blank. You cannot help. If you can't help yourself, you definitely can't help me. So, anywho, Eva brought all that out. But no, not Eva, the wife. Yeah, I just feel like some people in life, they feel like you don't have a past or you shouldn't have a past. The past is who made you who you are. It made you, it broke you, it made you stronger. So why should I sit here and act like I don't, my past never existed because you feeling some type of way? If I have, okay, yes, you can love multiple people. Or you the one I'm in love with. You know what I'm saying? You might not be the one that I'm in love with, but I love you. I love you. It happens. It's life. And Henny's wife, I can't think of her name, she need to get with the program and stop the madness. Because, girl, you're going to always have an issue. Because she have Henny's heart. And that's just what it is. So, what's his name? So, Harry went back to that place. He keeps going back to that place. And so, him and Luke finally had a talk. And Luke told him, Harry asked Luke, do you ever see him? He said, yeah, when I go to sleep. Well, see, they opposite. Because Harry sees him while he's awake. Luke sees him in his dreams. So, when he told him, Luke actually opened up and talked to him. And so, But he was like, but he's not here. He's gone. He's no longer here. When Athena came in the room, Harry said, let's go home. And he said, okay. He said, no, to our home. And because he got it, he was ready to talk. They get home, and Bobby is there, Michael is there, May, and Harry said, Athena, and Harry was like, let's put on the barbecue and let me sit down and tell y'all what happened to me. So I'm so glad that Harry opened up. And now they all can discuss, what's happened. They can all discuss how they feel, because I'm a victim too. My brother got taken and he could have lost his life. I'm a victim. My son got taken, Even Bobby, I'm a victim. My stepson got taken. And I was helpless, and then, you know what I'm saying? So we're all victims, Harry. No one, it's not just you. You were taken, but it affected all of us. And guess what? If something would have happened, all of us would have been going through it. So that was, guys, and again, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. That was season 5, episode 7, 911. Ghost Stories. It's the title. And I'm sorry, I got so busy with Henny, Eva, and I don't even know Henny's wife's name, but she irritated me, I'm gonna get a trophy. And for the people who irritate me in these reviews, the award is gonna start going to them. So next week when I review, for the ones who irritate me and do something stupid, they're gonna start getting the Dunce Award. Yeah. Okay, so that was my review for 911. I'll see you guys later in my next video. Sean's Journey out.